Hello, I'm Dr Melanie Windridge, plasma physicist, communications consultant at Tokamak Energy and UK Director of the Fusion Industry Association. It's Friday the 10th of April 2020 and here's some recent fusion news. 1. ARPA-E Bethe programme announces funding for fusion. The Department of Energy in the US recently announced $32 million of funding for fusion projects as part of the ARPA-E Bethe programme. Among the recipients were FIA members Commonwealth Fusion Systems, Zap Energy, Hyperjet Fusion Corporation and General Fusion. There were 3 categories of awards, all with the aim of developing timely commercial fusion energy. These 3 categories are concept development. These are to advance the performance of inherently lower cost but less mature technologies. Component technology development. These are to significantly reduce the capital cost of higher cost, more mature fusion concepts. And capability teams that can apply existing capabilities such as machine learning and diagnostics to accelerate the development of fusion energy. Last month, before coronavirus lockdown, British Chancellor Rishi Sunak announced that there would be £800 million to be put towards a new agency modelled on the US ARPA. This would be to fund high-risk, high-reward science, and this is a move that we very much welcome. 2. Fusion featured on ABC News Australia. ABC News in Australia have a general story about fusion and how it promises a clean, green energy future. But there's a catch. The article talks about the ITER project, the worldwide collaboration that's building a tokamak in France that aims to turn on in 2025 and demonstrate getting 10 times as much energy out of the reaction than is put in. But it goes on to talk about how in both North America and the United Kingdom there are numerous projects operating on a smaller scale. These are FIA member companies. The article talks about Tokamak Energy in the UK currently aiming to achieve 100 million degree temperatures in its ST40 tokamak and raising investment to build a fusion energy demonstrator in 2025. The catch they refer to in the article is that, and I quote, "No one involved in the research believes a fully operational, commercially viable nuclear fusion reactor will be operating before at least 2050. Granted, commercial rollout takes time, but many of the private fusion companies are aiming to demonstrate commercial feasibility by 2030. ABC Radio recently interviewed Tokamak Energy's David Kingham for their radio show Future Tense. The programme was titled, "How Far Are We from a Nuclear Fusion Future?" 3. Scientists find interactions threading through fusion plasmas crucial for stability. Scientists at Princeton Plasma Physics Laboratory have studied the interactions between the different layers of the plasma in a spherical tokamak and found that controlling the electric current at the edge of the plasma was key to maintaining stability, even much closer to the core. All the layers in the plasma matter to plasma stability. The paper was published in the journal Nuclear Fusion, and the work was done in collaboration with researchers from the private company General Fusion. This is one of the research areas that has really benefited from improvements in computing technology, because the computing power required for this work was not even available a few years ago. And finally, nuclear fusion site reaches new milestone in Rotherham. In the UK, the steel superstructure for the UK Atomic Energy Authority's new fusion technology research facility has been completed at the Advanced Manufacturing Park development in Rotherham. The government-funded facility will develop and test joining technologies for fusion materials and components, for example, novel metals and ceramics. These will then be tested and evaluated under conditions simulating the insides of a fusion reactor. This work will enable technology development for the first fusion power plants. So that's all for Fusion News this week. Please subscribe to our channel for future Fusion news and check out the links in the description for further information. Have a great Easter.